Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Jasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Jasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami, Nayana Pathagami, Bhavatu me. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishubhat Paramahamsa Parivraja Kacharya Ashvatara Sata Sri Srimati Smangdes et si Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Om Vishubhat Paramahamsa Parivraja Kacharya Ashvatara Sata Sri Srimati Smangdes Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. प्रेम से को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासजी गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जमुना माई की जय। श्रीमती तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की जय। श्री श्री गौनिताई की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ सुभद्रा बलदेव की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी all glories to the Sambhavatis, all glories to the Sambhavatis, all glories to the Sambhavatis, all glories to Sri Guru Sri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Sri Sri Gaunitai ki jai, Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan ki jai, Sri Sri Jagannath Subhadra Baladev ki jai. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram chaiva narottamam Devim saraswatim vyasam Tato jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu Nityam bhagavata sevaya Bhagavati uttama sloke Bhaktir bhavati naistiki Krishnaya vasudevaya Devaki nandanaya cha Nanda gopakumaraya Govindaya namo namah. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Skanda, chapter 28, sloka 31. Ekaikasya abhavat tesham rajan arbudam bhokshate yat vamsadharai mahi manvantaram param ekaikasya bhavatesham rajan arbudam bhokshate yat vamsadharai mahi manvantaram param ekaikasya bhavatesham rajan arbudam bhokshate yadvam sadarair mahi manvantaram param ekaikasya bhavatesham rajan arbudam bhokshate yadvam sadarair mahi manvantaram param. Vaishnavis? Ekaikasya, of each one, abhavat, there became tesham, of them, rajan, O king, arbudam, 10 million, arbudam, 10 million, bhokshate, is ruled, yat, whose, vamsadharai, by descendants, mahi, the whole world, manu antaram, up to the end of one manu, param, and afterwards. Translation. My dear King Prachina Barishat, the sons of Malayadwaja gave birth to many thousands and thousands of sons, And all of these have been protecting the entire world up to the end of one Manu's lifespan and even afterward. Please repeat. My dear King Prachina Barishat, the sons of Malaya Dwaja gave birth to many thousands and thousands of sons. And all of these have been protecting the entire world up to the end of one Manu's lifespan and even afterward. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. There are 14 Manus in one day of Brahma. A Manvantara, the lifespan of one Manu, is given as 71, multiplied by 4,320,000 years. After one such Manu passes on, another Manu begins his lifespan. In this way, the life cycle of the universe is going on. As one Manu follows another, the cult of Krishna consciousness is being imparted, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, 1st sloka. Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Imam Vivaswate Yogam, Proktavan Aham Abhyayam, Vivaswan Manavipraha, Manu Rikshwa Kave Bravit. The Blessed Lord said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god Vivaswan, and Vivaswan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku. Vivaswan, the sun god, imparted Bhagavad Gita to one Manu, and this Manu imparted it to his son, who imparted it to yet another Manu. In this way, the propagation of Krishna consciousness is never stopped. No one should think that this Krishna consciousness movement is a new movement. As confirmed by Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, it is a very old movement, for it has been passing down from one Manu to another. Among Vaishnavas, there may be some difference of opinion due to everyone's personal identity. But despite all personal differences, the cult of Krishna consciousness must go on. We can see that under the instructions of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj began preaching the Krishna consciousness movement in an organized way within the past 100 years. The disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj are all God brothers, and although there are some differences of opinion, and although we are not acting conjointly, every one of us is spreading this Krishna consciousness movement according to his own capacity and producing many disciples to spread it all over the world. As far as we are concerned, we have already started the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and many thousands of Europeans and Americans have joined this movement. Indeed, it is spreading like wildfire. The cult of Krishna consciousness, based on the 9 principles of devotional service, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam, will never be stopped. It will go on without distinction of caste, creed, color, or country. No one can check it. The word bhokshate is very important in this verse. Just as the king gives protection to his citizens, these devotees, following the principles of devotional service, will give protection to all the people of the world. The people of the world are very much harassed by so-called religious principled swamis, yogis, karmis, and dhyanis. But none of them can show the right way to become elevated to the spiritual platform. There are primarily 4 parties spreading devotional service all over the universe. These are the Ramanuja Sampradaya, the Madhva Sampradaya, the Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, and the Nimbarka Sampradaya. The Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya in particular comes from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All these devotees are spreading this Krishna consciousness movement very widely and giving protection to innocent people who are being so much embarrassed by pseudo avatars, swamis, yogis, and others. Om Jnana Timidandasya Jnananjana Sarakaya Chakshuranmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanska Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Sri Lalita Sri Visakam Vitansya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Panamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Visupadaya Krishna Vasya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pachaline Nirvesesha Sunnavadi Paschata Dedatarine. Narada Muni continues his description of King Puranjana to King Prachinabarishat. This is an allegorical story. We have seen in the earlier slokas that King Puranjana, at the end of his life, because he was thinking of his wife, he took birth as a woman, but she was very fortunate woman, very beautiful and very opulent. The king Malayadwaja married this lady, and they got many children. And their children also begot many children, sons. It is mentioned that Arbuda is mentioned here as 10 million, but in the translation, thousands and thousands. So that means many thousands and thousands and thousands, many millions and billions. So there is no end to the progeny of King Maladwaja in this way. It is spreading throughout the universe, not only for one generation, but for many generations. And all these kings are very pious. They are following the footsteps of their parents, who were also similarly very great devotees of the Lord, like King Malayadwaja. Even King Puranjana also was a devotee of the Lord, although he did not practice purely Krishna consciousness. But his descendants are glorified here in these slokas, Srimad Bhagavatam. So, as mentioned in the translation, that these descendants of King Maladwaja are protecting the entire world up to the end of one Manu's lifespan and even afterwards. So, as explained by Srila Prabhupada in the purport, this is a very extensive duration, as explained in the Bhagavad Gita, that Lord Brahma has, in his lifespan, his life is 100 years, And one day of Brahma consists of 14 manus. And in this way, after taking rest for another 12 hours, again resume his duty as a creator of the universe. So we understand from this that the Manu lives for 14 Mahakalpas, because if you multiply, sorry, uh, 71, 71 Mahakalpas, multiplying 71 by 14, we come to about 1,000. So 1,000 Mahakalpa is the daytime of Lord Brahma. Similarly, his night, and then again he wakes up in the morning, again resumes his duties. So Manu means, as mentioned here in the purport by Srila Prabhupada, the lifetime of one Manu is given as 71 multiplied by 4,320,000 years, because one Mahakalpa is 4,320,000 years. So 71 Mahakalpa in this way represents the life of Manu. How do we come to that figure? Uh, just like now we are in Kali Yuga. How many years? It already 5,000 years has elapsed, and then another 4,27,000 years. So it's a long, even for Kali Yuga only, we consider this to be beyond our understanding. So much time. Already we see so many changes in a few years. No? Like so many technological advances. When I came to India to make a phone call, now you have to call the uh, headquarters, like in New Delhi somewhere. And then one lady will call, what do you want? I want to make this number. So you wait 20 minutes. Then you can, after 20 minutes, she calls. So then we are able to connect with some other phone number. So from that time, then I remember at one time in the 1980s, there was a stall in the exhibition ground. At the time of the exhibition, they had, for the first time, they had exhibited a mobile phone. I've never heard of a mobile phone before. Uh, so that was the first time. So it has developed so much. Nowadays, even a small child, 2, 3 years old, he will have his own mobile phone. And he'll be able to connect with so many programs. So he spends his day and night also sometimes um, viewing different programs. So what will be the life at the end of this Manu? 4,27,000 years. We cannot imagine what will be the life at that time. So we are fortunate that only 500 years has elapsed after the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who appeared in 1486. So about 540 years or something. So in this way, we can easily we can connect with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has initiated the Sankirtan movement. Otherwise, if we take birth after thousands of years, it will be quite difficult to connect in the same manner. But Prabhupada told us at least the Sankirtan movement will have at least 10,000 years. And for these 10,000 years, Srila Prabhupada books will be distributed and read by the general public. Afterwards, it is somewhat difficult to understand what will happen next. So we are very fortunate, and if we lose this opportunity of participating in the Sankirtan movement, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes here only once in a day of Brahma. You can just imagine many, many millions of years. And that was only 500 years ago. Just as Lord Krishna comes once in a day of Brahma to exhibit his Vrindavan pastimes, and just after Lord Krishna comes, then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also comes, just 5,000 years afterwards, according to the schedule of incarnations. So we are so fortunate. We should not lose this understanding. We should always remember Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is just come just yesterday, just like yesterday. And he has given his teachings. He has shown how to live in Krishna consciousness. And he has made many wonderful disciples like the Goswamis of Vrindavan. And we should always keep connection. Our mind should be connected to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in that manner. So otherwise, if we lose sight of this, then we are lost. We are completely lost in the middle of Kali Yuga, and there is no hope to come out of this. So in this way, Manu gave the teachings, he received the teachings of Lord Krishna, as explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Srila Prabhupada quotes that Imam Vivasvate Yogam Oktavan Aham Abhyayam Vivaswan Manave Praha Manu Rikshva Kave Bravit. It's a very important sloka from Srimad Bhagavad Gita that Prabhupada quotes also in his introduction to the Bhagavad Gita. Why Prabhupada quotes this sloka? To make us understand that the message of Lord Krishna as Bhagavad Gita is not new, as some people may think that this is a new Hare Krishna movement or ISKCON. It's a new movement. Just a few years ago, one Swamiji from India started this in America. It's just new. Christianity is 2,000 years old, and it's only just a few years old. So some people may think like this. So in order to defeat this type of arguments, Prabhupada quotes this sloka quite often to make us understand that this is not a new movement. Imam vivasvate yogam uktavan aham abhyayam. Aham avyayam. Avyayam means it is endless. Avyayam. Avyayam means never destroyed, never disappears. Even though sometimes, due to a time factor and different circumstances, it may be hidden for some time, and then at that time, Lord Krishna makes it sure that one of his devotees will come down and revive the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, speaking Bhagavad Gita, again the same message, and enlighten others who may have forgotten it. So forgetfulness is our propensity in the material world. We are under the Maya's power, and in order to always be conscious of the spiritual message of Lord Krishna, it should be repeated again and again. Evam parampara praptam imam rajashayo vidu sakaleneha mahata yoga nashta parantapa. So by this parampara system, evam parampara praptam, from one acharya to the next acharya, the same message is being repeated without any diversion, no addition, no subtraction, That's what Srila Prabhupada was always telling, that what is the value of this Bhagavad Gita which he has presented. He has not changed anything. He has given the explanation according to the original text and taking also inspiration from the previous predecessor acharyas like Baladev Vidyabhushan or Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. In this way, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, they also had given commentary. So all these commentaries, Srila Prabhupada has given in a simple contemporary language and without any deviation from the original message. This is the value of this Bhagavad Gita as compared to others who are simply being written by philosophers who are very keen on speculating on the original message. They want to show they are philosophers, they have brain, they are intelligent, they are educated, and they can use their intelligence to twist the original text and put forward their own ideas. In this way, they want to be glorified. Oh, you are so clever. People will say, you are so clever, so intelligent. You are giving new meaning. Oh, very good. Oh, very interesting. So in this way, they are misleading the public. The value of Bhagavad Gita is that it is given as it is, not with any change whatsoever. You may be very intelligent and a good speculator, but if you change anything, the whole value of the text will lose its importance. As Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is the very essential teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. The Supreme Lord is speaking. If an ordinary conditioned soul is speaking, it has no value. Maybe he may get some followers, maybe 100 or 1,000 followers like that. But by giving the same message as it is, then that is the value of the text. So in this way, from one Manu to another, there are so many millions of years, but the same message is being given to the devotees of the Lord. And in this way, the Guru Parampara is giving the same message. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada is explaining in the purport that just like these grandsons of Maya Dwaja, they propagated this message, and in this way, they protected the people. They were governing the entire earth or the entire universe, and they gave protection to the people at large by disseminating the spiritual message of Lord Krishna. That is the way of protection. First protection should be protection of the soul. Just like if you, the example was given, somebody is drowning in the ocean and you want to save his life. So you go, you swim to that person and you remove his shirt and pants. Oh, I saved him, I saved him. You come back like this. I saved, the man is drowning in the ocean, but you forgot and you just brought his clothes. So protection should be or welfare. What is the social welfare? This Srila Prabhupada had a conversation with, I think in Melbourne in Australia, with a person who was a minister. What minister are you? I'm Minister of Social Welfare. So Prabhupada is asking in a very innocent manner, very good. What is social welfare? So that minister is thinking, well, what kind of guru is he? He doesn't know what is social welfare. Actually, he doesn't know. That minister is in charge of social welfare department. He doesn't know what is social welfare. That is what we understand. Social welfare should start from the spiritual welfare. And spiritual welfare, to keep the social, spiritual welfare of the public, you have to teach Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, you have to propagate, you have to distribute the book, you have to teach this philosophy in all the schools, from the beginning, from the ABC. Now, 5 years old, the children should be taught Bhagavad Gita. Just like yesterday, we were glorifying or trying to glorify Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in some way. So it was mentioned that at the age of 7, he knew the Gita by heart. All slokas he knew by heart. So that is what should be done in India or anywhere in the world to teach Bhagavad Gita to the young children. In this way, they will have some basis in their life. Their soul will be taken care of. That is the real welfare. And that you can call it social welfare, but it is addressed to the soul proper. Bodily welfare, that is temporary. What the people consider social welfare, opening schools and hospitals like that, giving some pension to old people, uh, and now so many favors have been given to governments. We hear now LPG cylinder on the 500 rupees and like that. So, so many different uh, free bus rides for the ladies and so on. That is okay. That is good. Now they can do that also. But first of all, they should, the basis should be soul welfare, spiritual welfare. And for that, the Bhagavad Gita, especially at the basis, ABC of spiritual Krishna consciousness, should be taught in all schools. That should be the program to be implemented. That should be the priority. So anyway, um, as Srila Prabhupada mentions in the purport, that if the Krishna consciousness is propagated like this, then there'll be real protection. It is a very, very old movement, for it has been passing down from one Manu to another. So as Manu is the father of mankind. Everybody knows man, the word man is coming from Manu. So mankind is a product of Manu. It is coming in a succession. So as Manu was so spiritually powerful, because he received the message and is propagating the message, so man or mankind should also follow in the footsteps of Manu and propagate, follow the same teachings and propagate. Then there will be really the offspring of Manu. There will be descendants of Manu. Otherwise, we are just following Maya, and for that, there is no benefit whatsoever, simply going down and down in the universe. Srila Prabhupada mentions in the purport that under the instructions of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, who began preaching the Krishna consciousness movement in an organized way in the past 100 years. Similarly, we have been also instructed to spread it throughout the world. So, as Prabhupada mentions, different types of disciples may be there. So yesterday, I was mentioning that some disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they were very much interested in the books production, book publishing, and studying the books and distributing books, the philosophy. They were most interested in this, and that is Guru Vani Seva. And another type of disciple, they were more interested in building temples, managing temples, collecting money, like that. So that is Vapu Seva. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur at that time, he understood different types of disciples have different propensities. Anyway, all of them are doing seva, but sometimes there's some conflicting ideas. How to serve the Guru? Should we serve in this way, Vapu Seva, or should we serve Vani Seva? How to serve the Guru? So they have different ideas, different qualities and propensities, and sometimes they don't get together. There may be some uh, controversy or some dispute like that between the disciples. So this happened at the time, especially by the end after the Gaudiya Math was established. Uh, After a few years, this type of disputes were going on, and but Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur made it clear that Vani Seva is more important. Vapu Seva is also there, but Vapu Seva is meant to understand Vani. You see, Vapu Seva to understand Vani, and that is Vani Seva is most important, most essential in the mission. Mission cannot survive just by building temples. Making disciples will be uh, living very comfortably in the temple, eating, sleeping very comfortably, and temple is very beautiful and will attract certainly many people. But as Prabhupada was telling, this temple is a university. It is a spiritual university, not just showing the deity, collecting little money, and no, uh, eating and sleeping. There are classes, morning, evening classes must be there. There must be a regular reading, and then teachings also in a systematic manner. So that is a university. Examinations also can be held. Just like university, Osmania University, they are teaching and they are holding examinations like this. This is a spiritual university. Prabhupada emphasized this point. Not like otherwise, so many other temples are there. So many temples. Ashutananda Swami was speaking in one of his lectures in Guntur that I've been to many temples in Andhra Pradesh. I've seen many temples. But what's happening there? Nothing's happening. The pujari, once a week, a pujari will come and take one agarbati stick and he'll show deity agarbati like this, 5 minutes, and then he'll go. That's all. And it's a temple, of course. We don't deny it's a temple, but it is not a full-fledged activity. Full-fledged means teaching the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and having Harinam Kirtan. That is the real life in the temple. Uh, so in this way, the mission it can live. It will, without any, whatever may be the obstacles, it will not be stopped. As Prabhupada mentioned, this mission, it will go on without distinction of caste, creed, color, country. No one can check it because the Krishna's teaching, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So such a powerful force is there, if we can maintain, if we can push it, propagate, then there is no question of stopping. No obstacle can be uh, can check this progress, spiritual progress, and it will protect all the people. The spiritual progress will go on. That was the faith of Srila Prabhupada, and that was the same conviction, very firm conviction of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and our Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada was on the West Coast, and he was now sitting on a bench outside in a public garden, and somebody came and he asked from Srila Prabhupada that at that time ISKCON was a new institution, so it was just beginning. So, but he inquired, Swamiji, uh, what is you are here? Uh, do you have any temples? Do you have any, mat or institutions? Uh, you look very elderly, so you are in this way. You are. What is your institution? So Prabhupada said, "Oh, I have hundreds of temples, hundreds of no Gurukul and Goshalas and like that." Prabhupada started to describe his mission. Actually, at that time, the practically zero. There are only one or two temples. Prabhupada said, hundreds of temples. He was not that Prabhupada is lying. He is not boasting. He is telling with a spiritual consciousness, with a firm spiritual conviction that this movement will go on. It cannot be stopped. It will go on throughout the world. Uh, so that was his conviction. So we can just try to understand. It's not that he is boasting, but because Prabhupada knew very well, this is not new. This is since millions of years. This movement is going on. So how can it stop? It will go on for millions and millions of years. So that is the conviction of the Acharya. He is not a new guru who is speaking very sweetly and he is able to attract some innocent people who have never heard of anything. No, it's not like that. He is speaking the age-old teachings of Lord Krishna. In this way, he is doing real welfare to the public at large. So some people may say, just like I'll tell some uh, anecdotes. Uh, Christopher Columbus discovered America now sometime in the 15th century. And so when he came back from his journey, he went by ship. And when he came back, then some people came to see him. They were very inquisitive. But one person was very suspicious, and he asked from Christopher Columbus, "What is this that you have done? You just took a ship, sail is there, the wind is there, wind is pushing the ship, and you go in that direction, and after sometimes some a few days, few weeks, then some land is coming, and you call it no America, and then coming back, and you are no boasting. I have discovered America. What is this? What you have discovered? Anybody can do. Anybody can go by ship. Ships are available everywhere, and by by good chance, you went like this, came back. What is that? Why, why should we glorify you? Why other people are glorifying you? Huh. Anybody could do it. Similarly, Prabhupada went to America He chanted Hare Krishna in the streets with some followers. He established a small storefront with the financial help of some follower, chanting Hare Krishna, speaking, giving some lectures. And then gradually the movement grew and grew from one place to another place in this way. When Prabhupada came back to India, then uh, some devotees, uh, including from Gaudiya Math, they were telling, what is it that you have done? Anybody can do. Anybody can go to America someplace, chant Hare Krishna, and read Bhagavad Gita, and like people will, because they have nothing to do, they have no occupation, they are wandering the streets. So and they come to here like this. Anybody can do. So that was the same type of uh, dialogue that was also at that time when Prabhupada came back from America. Some of these devotees, they also gave this type of comment on Srila Prabhupada's mission. And Achyutananda Swami then was telling that, all right, you think that it is so easy? Anybody can do? Yes, anybody can do. So Achyutananda Swami is thinking, okay, this is a boiled egg. He's taking a boiled egg. And he keeps on the table and he'll tell, oh, no, you keep this egg in a straight manner. Hmm? You keep in a straight manner. So this other fellow, he is taking the egg, he's putting on the table, egg is falling like this. Falling like, he is trying hundreds of times, the egg is going like this, falling down. So Achyutananda Swami, oh, you cannot put it straight. You cannot. It is so easy, so easy. So actually, he's taking back the egg, and he's doing like this. So the egg, the bottom of the egg is breaking, and so you have the flat portion, and it's keeping the egg straight on the table. Oh, oh, all right, all right. Anybody could do it. Anybody. You could not do it, but you are telling that Prabhupada mission, anybody can do it. You could not do. You have not done it, and you could not do it. So that's the example given. Uh, so one who is faithful to Evam Parampara Praptam and who has firm conviction, who is a pure devotee, Acharya, they can maintain this message of Lord Krishna. In this way, it will go on without any obstruction, provided the pure devotees are there to maintain the standards of Krishna consciousness. Okay, Hare Krishna. Time is up. Any other questions or comments? Okay, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.